can move out front, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, our second speaker with the title of his speech, Fun on the Lake, the sequel. For those of you that may not know, coming soon in June, Saturday, the 21st of June, in fact, is our outdoor, on the lake, Winter Park Toastmasters summer party. Our fellow Toastmaster Jeff Hood and his wife Julie are inviting all of us to join in for a day of fun on their lake. Now, speaking of the lake, there will be water toys. Our Toastmaster Jeff Hood is going to tell us about some of those, along with the how-tos of jet skiing. So hang on to your hats. I give you Toastmaster Jeff Hood. Go get him, buddy.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Good morning, Jeff. On your table, there's some information about our summertime social. Now, for those of you that weren't here a few weeks ago, I did a talk about this a bit. And for those of you that were, I want you to know that it is not a rerun, it is a sequel. For food for the day, we're going to have a potluck lunch. Julie and I is going to be providing the barbecue, and we're going to ask that everyone else bring a side dish to share. Now, we're going to be sending out an RSVP for everyone to sign up. So please, as soon as you can, sign up on the list so that we know who all is coming, and we can make sure that we have enough barbecue for Blake. Yes, Blake. Now, for drinks, we're going to have water, sodas, some beer and wine, and if any of you have a favorite drink you'd like to bring along, you're welcome to do so. So please get signed up on the RSVP so that we can do that. Now, for entertainment, we're going to have our Toastmasters band. We're going to have a swimming pool for cooling off in the water and relaxing. We're going to have some other outside activities such as we're going to have table tennis, ping pong. We're going to have cornhole tossing. We're going to have frisbee tossing. And for water sports out on the lake, we're going to have paddle boards. We're going to have kayaks. We're going to do some boating and some jet skiing. Now, speaking of jet skiing, I'm going to ask that everyone make sure if you're riding on a jet ski that you wear a safety vest. It's so vitally important, and it is required. Now, for boating safety, earlier in the week, I sent out some information relative to some boating safety courses. I asked that everyone got their boating safety course information in the email, right? Everybody got it? Tell me if you didn't get it. Because if you're going to be operating a jet ski, I'm going to ask you that you take that course. It provides boating safety, it provides waterways information, and a lot of other general information. We have a month to get that ready, so get her done. Now, let's talk about jet skis.
Here's your son.
This jet ski is a Yamaha 3-seater. We call it a 3-seater because 3 people can ride on it. Now, with jet skis, instead of having key switch, it has an ignition switch, and we have a lanyard that attaches to the handlebars, and we want the other end of the lanyard to be attached to either your arm or your safety vest. The reason for that is if you're operating the jet ski and you happen to fall off, that lanyard becomes detached from the handlebars, and it's designed to shut down the ski. Can we imagine what would happen if you didn't have that lanyard and you fell off the ski and you're in the water and the ski just keeps right on going? Would not be a good time. So make sure that that is connected at all times. The way jet skis work is it has a gas motor. When it's running, it sucks in water from the lake through the motor, spits it out the back of a nozzle with such force, and that's what propels the jet ski and makes it go. As for steering, it has handlebars, much like you would on your bicycle for steering. But there's one thing to remember. When you're underway, It takes that water coming out the back of the ski is what propels it, and that's also what's going to steer it because jet skis don't have rudders like most boats do. So if you're turning, make sure that you keep the throttle, keep the gas on, much like Amy has her fingers right here on the trigger. That little trigger is what makes it go. So you can back off on it a little bit, but you don't want to let off all the way because you could lose control of your steering. Let's talk about brakes. Jet skis, they don't have any brakes. No brakes, none. So when you want to stop, be thinking way ahead that you want to stop and let off the throttle gently so that you begin to slow down and you can coast to a stop. To come completely to a stop, there's a lever on the front of the ski that you pull back and it puts it in reverse. That generally would get you pretty much stopped. You pull a lanyard, push the button, and the ski will turn off. This is a photo of another ski that we have. So there's a couple jet skis and everybody have a chance to ride. This is a 3-seater also. As you can see now it's a little bigger, a little wider, a little more comfortable, and it functions very much like the first ski that we just talked about. Again, you can see the lanyard right here attached to the handlebars and to the vest for safety.
Who's the handsome guy?
That would be Mr. Morris. Next, we have a photo of our lake. Down at the bottom is our home. This is our dock. And all of these white dots that you see all around the lake, these are other docks. Always stay about 100 feet off the outside edge of the dock. 100 feet is about twice the distance of this room wall to wall. When you stay out in the middle, your average depth is anywhere between 7 and 15 feet. If you're out in the middle, you're fine. You don't have to worry about hitting anything. Just stay away from other boats and skis and people. On this end of the lake, there's a couple canals. You want to ask that you stay out of those canals because they're fairly shallow. Jet skis suck up stuff, and we don't want it to suck up anything under the ski. On this side of the lake is South Sylvan Lake Park. On the outside edge is a lot of weeds and grass, and we don't want you sucking up any of that material either. And on this photo, do we know who this is? This is our Toastmaster Ty Patton. One day, Ty was out on the lake. He's scooting along, going a little faster than he probably should. He's wearing his favorite Marine Corps cap, and all of a sudden, it's gone. So he's giving it a quick look, can't find it. I help him find it. I say, I think I know where it is. Remember when I said about jet skis sucking up stuff? Well, I took a dive, found Ty's cap. We saved it. So
I've been looking for that.
So y'all come out for a day of fun. And if you bring a cap, hang on to it, fellow Toastmasters.
Good ending, man.